What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. And today is a big video because this Sunday it is El Clasico. Barcelona hosting Real Madrid for the second time in this La Liga season. And this one has many storylines to talk about, many things to talk about today, boys. And I'm not alone today as I got my boy, Marquitos. Margos, how you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, bro. Thanks for having me back again. I'm excited to talk about a Clasico. We're gonna talk about the people that are gonna be involved. We're gonna be talking about the stuff that happened behind the scenes this past week, like some UFC fights that are some like crazy cards that have been hyped up. Yeah, bro. And hopefully Barcelona gets this dub this week. So I'm
Yeah, bro,
excited.
for sure. Like you said, man. Like literally before we started recording, we were talking about like not much hype around this Clasico because like you mentioned, because of we basically got the league in our hands at this point. Like pretty much it's down to us. And of course, there's a possibility if we do lose, we could throw it away if we lose our remaining games for sure. But that would mean Real Madrid would have to win their games as well, which come on, it's not
Mhm.
happening, right? But like you just mentioned, like all the drama, all the stuff going down with Real Madrid, like that's like one thing that's hyped it up for me a little bit because they're so down bad. If we win the league on their head top, oh my goodness, bro, it's gonna be another level of down bad, man. I
Yeah.
can't wait for that, man. But how you feel about that though?
It's interesting because I don't even think we have to win, right? We just have to make sure Real Madrid win. I mean, they don't win in order for us to clinch the league, right? Like we could draw and we could win and we could still
Yeah,
like hold La Liga. I mean, obviously, like we'd want to win, but it's interesting that they have to come to our home stadium, which we haven't lost in this whole. Wait, am I right? Oh wait, we did lose against Atletico. Uh,
in the league at least.
Oh, in the league, we haven't lost like this whole season. So it's gonna be tough for them to at least try to come over here and try to beat us at our home stadium.
Exactly, brother. I
Um,
mean, like you said, I mean, like we've been excellent at home. So I mean, Real Madrid are gonna go into this game trying to spoil the party for us because,
yeah,
man, like they already know how we already know how butthurt they are of going trophyless again. So if we win the league in their head top, man, that's gonna make it even worse for them. So I'm
facts.
expecting Real Madrid to come and give us a tough match for sure. Clasico is always going to be tough. Besides the league and everything, it's always about bragging rights, bro. Two clubs that practically you could say hate each other. It's a rivalry for sure, the most beautiful rivalry out there. So I'm expecting Madrid to turn up, but I'm feeling confident, man. I'm feeling confident for sure.
Yeah, me too.
I bet. So, I mean, we're just going to quickly talk about some like potential lineups, the storylines, like I mentioned again, and give our final prediction at the end, guys, for sure, of how we think this game is going to go. But quickly going over the storylines for Barcelona, there's a couple for sure. Again, if we win or draw this Sunday, we are La Liga Champions. Two times in a row, which hasn't happened in a while. So that would be excellent for Hansi Flick in his second season, going back to back La Liga titles. How do you feel about the league, bro? Do you? Because I've seen some, especially Madridistas, how many
Yeah,
times they try to downplay it, bro? How do you feel about the league? You like the league? You respect the league?
bro, I love winning the league. I respect the league. I think that there's definitely some tough teams that sometimes come out and play. Obviously, it's not like the Premier League where like it seems like every match day is some like big game or something like that.
Yeah.
However, I am proud of winning La Liga, and there's something interesting that I remember Messi saying. He said, in 18 years, we have won La Liga 11 times. Now, right now, it might not seem like it's something so hard to do, but down the line, everybody will realize and come to find out that winning the league that many times in that amount of time is very difficult. And that's what we're seeing now. We're seeing
Facts.
now that La Liga, there's a lot more how could I say, like a little bit more pride to it nowadays because it feels like it really can go anybody's way, like either Real Madrid's or Barcelona. It's all about
Mhm.
how you keep consistently showing up every year to make sure that you can get as many points as you can throughout those 40 plus games that comes in La
Exactly.
Liga. So I'm really excited and happy that we got to win La Liga again this year. And I'm hoping that next year we do a 3P. And if we do a 3P in La Liga and Real Madrid go trophyless again, bro, we are going to have some serious, nasty conversations about this washed Real Madrid side. But
Yes, sir.
hey,
Oh my
you
god,
know what?
you just
I'm
hype
gonna
me up
wait.
even more, bro. You just hype me
I'm
up
gonna
even
wait
more.
till then. I'm gonna wait till then, bro.
Facts, man. Facts. Like, bro, like that Messi quote is just straight bars, bro. I feel like every year I remember just when I was winning the league, and I'm like, I don't care, bro. It's something easy, right?
Yeah.
I just wanted the Champions League, right? And I feel like it's like a spoiled bitch at this point because now as you mature, as you start seeing when Barcelona were down bad, on their Coleman, on their Xavi, we struggled a bit too. Those coming
Yeah.
years after, especially after Messi left. Um, you start like regretting it. You start thinking like, damn, the league was actually very difficult to win, and we're seeing these last couple of years, it's still been a challenge, still been very difficult. And Hansi Flick has worked wonders to win us the league. Even Xavi, when he won the league, was spectacular as well. But yeah, man, anyone trying to downplay the league, Madridistas, I mean, you're going trophyless. I
Yeah.
don't think there's not much to say about that, bro. But yeah,
Facts.
man, that's one of the storylines. Barcelona can win the league if they win or draw this Sunday. For Real Madrid, again, it'll pretty much 100% confirm trophyless season. Everyone's already saying it. Madridistas already agreeing that they're going trophyless this season. But again, if we lose this match and they win the rest of their games and we probably fumble some points here and there with the remainder games, there is a possibility that Madrid could win the league. Very
Yeah.
difficult, very, very difficult for that to happen because I don't see, let's say we do lose this Sunday, I don't see Barcelona dropping points in the next couple games after that for us to like really fumble the league. So I think we
Mhm.
will be good with that either way. But of course, bragging rights is definitely a thing. But I think the other thing is for Real Madrid, like everything that's been going on this week, man, how much of a worse feeling it would be for them if we win the league on their head top, because
Yeah.
that would just cement a total failure and destructive season for Real Madrid, man. Trophyless. How many debacles have been going down in the locker room with Kylian Mbappe, the dictator memes and everything. Players fighting like Rudiger with Carreras, and now we're seeing Valverde with Tchouaméni. How did you feel seeing all that, bro? That was crazy.
I don't know if you had heard rumors about Federico Valverde and Chouameni over the season of them fighting, but I certainly hadn't. When I saw the news, I was like,
Mm,
what a random duo to be fighting.
yeah.
But then I read reports that it had stemmed all the way from their game against Kaira Almaty in the Champions League. So ever since then, those two guys had not liked each
Damn.
other, and it was under Xabi Alonso that I think Xabi Alonso. Wait, Chouameni was siding with Xabi Alonso, and
Mm.
Valverde he wanted him out, like he didn't want him. And
Yeah,
now,
I remember seeing that. I remember seeing that.
so it's stemming from back there. And I just found that interesting because I didn't hear anything about it until this week. It seemed to just be the straw that broke the camel's back,
Yeah.
and then just his fist started flying. Apparently, there was some slide tackles involved in training, and
I saw
I don't know, man. I just found it very interesting because I feel like Chouameni is not really the type of guy to be very aggressive in
Mm,
terms of against their teammates, but he does strike me as that type of guy that if you mess with him, he's not going to shy away. Like he might be shy at first, but
mm,
you start poking the bear too much and you're going to find out real quick this
yeah.
man Chouameni to sleep. And I think that's exactly what Valverde found out. So I think one of those two is going to be gone, and if I had to put money on one, I think Chouameni is going to be gone.
Yeah, I agree with that as well. Like when I saw that, I'm like, bro, this is insane, bro. Like we've been seeing so many problems throughout this season. Now to basically end the season off like this with two, like these are two important players too. We're not talking about like just some like randoms. Like Valverde is a complete starter for Real Madrid, so important for them, captain as well. And Chouameni is like their main six in their team. So we're talking about two big players, and I mean, they can shake their hands and be like, all right, all cool, everything's cool now. But I think those feelings are going to still be there because yeah, like you said, it's just so weird that it just happens out of nowhere. I better they came out saying because it was like frustration because of how the season ended and everything, which I definitely like understood that point because you're gonna be frustrated for sure, and he probably thinks, yo, Schumann, you're not good as me, things like egos has definitely been a problem for Real Madrid, not just killing Mbappe and Vinny. I'm sure everyone has an ego, and especially since the Champions League winners, they probably think, I'm too big for I'm better than you, blah blah blah. So,
Yeah.
and boom, everything just unfolded this week with especially what better than Tchouaméni. But man, um, yeah, that's why winning this Clasico is going to be even sweeter because man, it's just gonna nail in the coffin for me, nail in the coffin for a disaster season for Real Madrid, bro. But listen, man, a bunch of storylines for sure. For sure, like I mentioned, I think this is still going to be a difficult match. I think Real Madrid are definitely going to give us a match because they don't want to lose the league against us as we beat them, right? That would be embarrassing,
Yeah.
man.
Hmm.
So quickly going over it right here. quickly go over the lineups. This is what Foot Mob had put up. I'm expecting some changes, but for the most part, I would probably agree. What do you think for at least for Barcelona's end? What do you think?
Um, the back line. That's. I mean, how's Kunde? Kunde is not hurt, right? Is he?
No, no, he was just suspended for the last game, but he'll be available
Right.
for this game.
Okay. So I'm thinking maybe Kunde instead of Eric Garcia.
Mm.
I'm not sure if you agree with that, but
Yeah, I was thinking a bit of something different. I was thinking Eric Garcia. I don't know. Kunde just scares me going up against Vinny.
against Vinny, yeah.
Yeah, because Kunde just been so inconsistent throughout the season, and Vinny, he's been catching some form recently, especially Mbappe not being there. So I feel like Vinny's definitely going to be one of those players that's going to be amped up for this game
Yeah.
and trying to put up a good performance for sure. So I'm a bit worried with Kunde. What do you think about maybe potentially Araujo as a right back?
Ooh. You know what? I mean, we have seen that in the past, Araujo, uh, you know, and Vinny sort of clashing.
Mm,
Um, and I would say usually Araujo does a good job against Vinny.
yeah,
Um, but I don't know if he's played consistently enough to, especially in the right back position, to warrant a starting position in a Clasico.
yeah.
I know Eric Garcia has probably played more consistently in the right back position. So I think to your point, I think Eric Garcia probably might be the best option
Mm,
because Kunde, like you said, even though I still think that he's got something in him. I don't know if we should sell him in the future. That's going to be a different conversation. But
yeah.
um, I think Eric Garcia probably is our most consistent right back in terms of ability and like just sheer like stamina. Because when I see Kunde, for me it seems like it's a stamina issue. It seems like like a pace issue. There's something going on. He just seems a lot slower. He
Mhm.
doesn't seem to like follow his line in terms of like the back line
Yeah.
very well anymore. So I don't know. Maybe you're right. Maybe Eric Garcia probably should start.
Yeah, I think it's between Eric Garcia and Araujo. Because center backs, I think we can agree with these two right here, Martin
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Cubarzo. Even they've been solid, pretty much playing together, especially in the league. So I think they'll be the best center back pairing to trust. For right back, it's about I think who can handle Vinny because he's going to be the main threat at least from the players up top. Because I mean, I don't know why Camavinga's on the right here, but Chouameni, I saw reports that he will be available for this game, and I'm
Mhm.
expecting him to start this game. Maybe Arbeloa puts in a little disciplinary like little action there and says, "Nah, you're not starting this game." But I'm even like throughout everything that's going down, I'm like Real Madrid. They don't care about that, bro. They find them 500K like for both
Yeah.
players, but that's nothing for them, right? So clearly, it's not something like they want to sanction too hard or really care much about. Like it's just little, all right, little fight, blah blah blah, whatever. But they still want to play their best players, especially against this very important game. So I'm expecting Chouameni to still start this game with Pitarch in the midfield. Arbeloa has been trusting him a lot. I'm expecting Brahim to play on the right and then Gonzalo Garcia to play up top. I mean that's how I would expect them to start because Mbappe will be back, but not I don't think ready to start yet. The
Mm.
reason I would play Araujo as a right back is because since Vinny is the main threat, I think he'll be the only type of threat. And Araujo has had many games where he has completely shut him down, just staying on him. Like Araujo, we know going forward, he's not going to offer you anything. Like on the right hand side, he's not going to do anything for you. So it's going to be basically Rooney by himself. So I'm expecting maybe Flick will start Araujo, put him his number one priority, his number one job, lock down Vinny, be a nuisance against him, keep on him, and shut him down because Alaba, I don't get what Foma's point. Alaba is not playing as a left back. I think it's gonna be Fran Garcia because for some reason Arbeloa has Carreras as his third choice, like left back at this point after
Yeah.
Mendy. Mendy's gonna be out because he's getting injured again. But I'm
Mhm.
expecting Fran Garcia and come on, bro. No one's scared about Fran Garcia doing anything left inside, man. Honestly, so that's why I would expect. But I wouldn't be upset at all if Eric Garcia was a right back. He's been so consistent this season, and he's been doing great for us. But left back, would you think going with Cancelo or Alejandro Valde?
I'm going Cancelo, bro. I just think he has a lot more versatility to offer. What
Yeah.
I've seen from Balde this season has been very lackluster. It seems like this guy cannot not use his right foot. I've said it so many times, but
Mm,
I mean, it doesn't. I mean, it's not necessarily a horrible thing to use your dominant foot only, but it's just his decision making. The ball doesn't find anybody when he tries to pass it, especially forward. I don't know what he can really offer, but when you look at Joao Cancelo and the stuff he's been offering, this guy is pretty much a left winger uh, with another left winger on the side, bro. Like
exactly, bro.
he's like the cherry on top on the left side. So
Mm,
I mean, I think obviously there's always a worry for me that Joao Cancelo gets like an early yellow card or does like a, you know, low IQ mistake, gets a red or something.
mm,
But this season, he's proven himself that when he gets a yellow card, he does dial it down a little bit. He plays smarter, and he does offer the team more than I think Balde could. So
mm.
I'm sticking with John Garcia, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, Cancelo, like you said, he's been great since coming in. He's been doing the job, and we need some threat on the left hand side, like because I'm expecting Fermin to start on the left hand side. I just don't see Rashford playing this game really. Hansi
Mhm.
Flick hasn't really trusted the guy at all, so I'm expecting Fermin to start on the left. And Fermin, the main reason Fermin's starting is because we need some type of press. Because Rafinha is back, but he's not going to start. There's just no way
Yeah.
he starts. He's still coming back from his injury, and let's not take a risk, or at least the World Cup's rather around the corner, so he doesn't want to take a risk. And I'm sure the team doesn't want to take a risk with him either, considering he has a big important tournament coming up. But I'm expecting Fermin to start on the left, and he just doesn't offer that kind of threat on the left like a Rafinha would or a Rashford would. Fermin's
Yeah.
there for that hard work. He brings in the work. He presses well. He could do some things for sure, but we need that threat on the left, and Cancelo is that threat on the left. So yeah, I think we can both
I,
agree Cancelo's for sure in the left back. Midfield,
yeah.
Pedri obviously, 100%,
Hmm.
no doubt about that. Dani Olmo, I'm expecting him to play the 10 with like I mentioned, he's either Dani Olmo or Fermin if in case Hansi Flick decides to go for Rashford in the left. But again, I don't. I mean, what do you think? Do you think Rashford would start this game?
I don't think so.
Yes.
Like you said, I think Hansi Flick has sort of let that ship sail in terms of starters.
Mm,
He's been relying a lot more on Fermin Lopez, and he's been utilizing Marcus Rashford more as like a sub.
yeah.
And honestly, I think Marcus Rashford, he's fit that role pretty well recently. I mean, he got that assist against shoot, what was the team? The last game we had.
Osasuna.
Osasuna, right away.
Mhm.
Osasuna away. He got the assist, and then he got a goal against Getafe. So
Yeah.
I think he's doing his thing.
Exactly, bro. I mean, yeah, he's been showing that he's a good impact sub. So, because when you start games, you're expected to be like 100% immediately, straightforward, do your thing. Whereas a sub, you're coming in against tired legs, so you got more space and more opportunity to create more and do more danger when against tired oppositions for sure. So,
Yeah.
yeah, we can agree. Then Dani Olmo in the midfield, number 10, and then for me on the left hand side. Are you starting Gavi in this game, or would you go for something different?
Well, the only other option I really see is Frankie De Jong,
Yeah.
but he's been out injured for a bit. I would start Gavi, dude. I really, dude. I love this guy Gavi. I don't know if a lot of people, at least from what I've seen, they think
Mm,
he's like a pressing and a PNP merchant.
mm,
Yeah, you know what that is? A pressing and something merchant. Like he's just all like pressing and passion merchant. Like
mm.
that's all he does. It's just press. But in this system, I want a guy like Gavi who could be all over the pitch, win duels. Dude, this guy always is winning duels, bro, and he's like
Yeah,
the smallest guy on the pitch. So
exactly.
I need somebody who bleeds that red and blue, and I'm starting Gavi if I'm the coach. So yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind Gavi at all. I love Gavi, man. He's a player that I would never sell my stocks on until I guess something tragic happens. But yeah, Gavi's been getting a lot of trust recently over Hansi Flick. Yeah, like Frankie's like been come back from injury, but he hasn't really been starting games. He's been coming more as a substitute. So I'm guessing it's still something like with a little bit of concern with his injury. Maybe they want to take it slow with him. Again, the World Cup's right around the corner. We don't want to injure these guys and make them lose such a big tournament for sure.
Yeah.
So I low key am expecting Gavi to start, but I would nowhere near get be upset if Frankie starts this game as well. And I
Mhm.
wouldn't be surprised if he does either. But I think Gavi, Hansi Flick loves Gavi, and I'm expecting Clasico. He knows he's going to turn up for this game, so I'm expecting Gavi to start in the midfield
Yeah.
alongside Pedro Gonzalez. And then striker position, you go in little Furin or little Lewandowski, bro. Think about this. Think
Uh,
about this. Think about this. This could potentially be Lewo's last ever Clasico.
that's crazy. Wow. Ah, dude. Yeah, I'm going Lewandowski, bro. I'm
Mm,
starting with my man Lewandowski.
yeah,
Um, I think he knows what it's at stake at this game. This guy is a professional. He's been here before. He
true.
knows what it means to win the league, not only here with Barca, but in other leagues. So he knows what he's got to do. He's got to put it away when the chances come.
Hmm.
And I trust my unk Lewandowski to put it away. So I'm starting him.
Yeah, bro. Me too, man. I want Lewo to start this game, man. Like again, he can be frustrating at times, but like that goal that he scored against Osasuna, man. Just find him. Great ball, great movement, great striker movement, striker intelligence right there. Rashford found him perfectly because of the run that he made. You know how he got away from his defenders,
Yeah.
and considering we're going up with against a little Rudiger, a little Dean Howson. Rudiger's obviously tough, but Dean Howson, he's been shaky throughout this whole season, so I think he could maybe make a mistake where Lewa could take advantage of more than Ferran. And yeah, I would start Lewa in this game for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the lineup that we can go with for this Sunday, who is a very strong lineup. Of course, the big miss being Lamine Shamal and obviously Rafinha as well, but Lamine definitely the biggest one. Rooney will be starting on the right hand side, man. How do you feel about Rooney, bro?
Um, I know he's like a very split player. I feel like a lot of people um, don't like him or they love him.
Mm,
I'm obviously I feel like I'm in the middle. I do like he wants to find goal. He wants to create chances
yeah,
in that way. Um, just obviously sometimes maybe dribbles too much. He gets caught out. But honestly, I think he's our best option in the right wing position, bar Lamine Yamal. So, and I think what Rooney does that's different from Lamine Yamal is Lamine Yamal likes to stay out wide. I think Rooney does shift in a bit more, and
mm,
he finds opportunities to do either quick 1-2s or just get the ball, do a quick turn and shoot. Because Rooney does have that quick power shot, like that finesse shot. So
mhm.
I can see maybe takes the ball, shoots it, gets a rebound. Lewandowski's there to clean it up, and they score
That's
like
true.
that. So
That's true. That's true.
I would preferably start Rudy Bardghji over any other person that we have available
Mm,
because I mean bar Lamine Yamal obviously
yeah.
because of what he just has to offer offensively, and I think there's a lot of we have a lot of attackers that like they can smell the goal. Like Pep Guardiola says, they can smell the goal. I
Mm,
think Fermin is one. Rafinha is one of them. And I could low-key say like Rooney Bardghji is one of them. Obviously, I think Rooney Bardghji needs to like work on his finishing more. But you could tell Rooney Bardghji is constantly looking for that goal. I mean, we saw it against the game against Athletic Club in the Copa del Rey. I think it was the quarterfinals when Rui Bardghji shot the ball, and then I think who was it in goal? It was Unai Simon. I
mm,
think it was a power shot, and Unai Simon just like it lets it slip by and it goes in. So
yeah.
hopefully maybe we see something like that. And also Rooney Bardghji, I think his crosses are pretty underrated. We saw it in the little like cameo that we saw against Atletico Madrid in the Champions League quarterfinals
Shit,
that
bro.
he had.
Don't remind me
He
about
had a
it.
couple good crosses, and I don't know. Maybe if he got subbed in a little bit early, he could have done something. I don't know,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Yeah, yeah, I agree with you, man. Like, I'm like split with him. I think that, of course, like he's just unlucky for him that he is the second guy behind the best player in the world. You know, the the most impactful winger in the world, especially for Barcelona, where we trust Lamine Yamal to always find a solution for us. Right now, we have to trust Rooney to be that guy for us. And after Lamine went down, everyone was looking at Rooney to be to step up and really showcase himself and show why he deserves to stay at Barcelona. Because you know there was news that he potentially will leave on loan this summer. Who knows? Hansi Flick hasn't really trusted the guy. That's why a lot of people really got upset with Hansi Flick after Lamine went down because you're saying, "Yo, we got Rooney. Why aren't you playing Rooney more?" Blah blah blah. But I think the reason is because Rooney, of course, shows he's still young. I think he's like 20 years old. Some immaturity of him. Same thing with Lamine Yamal, but Lamine just has a lot more finesse in him, and he is more consistent, obviously. But yeah, Rooney isn't that consistent. You know, he has some games where he has stinkers, where he's not really doing much. But then he has those games like you mentioned against Athletic Club, where he can just like turn it up another level, right? So I'm expecting a big game for him. Again, I'm expecting him to go up against Fran Garcia in this game. Alaba is not playing as a left back. I'm expecting him to go up against Fran Garcia, and man, if you can't cook Fran Garcia, I'm like I don't know, I don't know, man. I don't know if I can really trust you anymore after that. But yeah, Rooney. We'll see how he cooks up in this Clasico, man. I'm not sure if it's his first Clasico that he's ever. I'm not sure if he's ever played a Clasico because I don't. No, I think he came in against in at the Barnaval earlier this season. If I'm not mistaken. Let
Did
me just
he?
let me just check that real quick
I'm not sure.
because Lamine was like tired and he was like gassed
Oh,
out.
maybe.
So I think he did. Yeah, he came on. He
Okay,
came on
okay.
us again. So he had some experience, but obviously this was completely different, completely different game, completely different
Yeah.
vibes for sure. But man, for Real Madrid, real quick, I'm expecting this exact same lineup. The only difference is Fran Garcia on the left hand side, and I'm expecting again Brahim on the right, and then Gonzalo Garcia up top, bro. But who is one player from Barcelona who you're really looking at is all right? It's going to be a difference maker for us, and he's going to obviously be like, yo, this guy's going to potentially win us the game. You know, just be who do you expect to have a great game?
Whew, okay. You asked me this last time, and what's it called? I didn't really have an answer, but I feel like Kubarsi has been showing up as of late.
Mm,
Defensively, I don't know, Bran. I've been seeing how he's been cooking recently. I might have to say maybe Kubarsi has a really good game,
mm,
at least for our defensive, from a defensive standpoint.
yeah.
But maybe somebody who bags the goals. It'd be hard to. It's hard to say. Obviously, if we had Rafinha and Lamine, those would be our preferred picks. But we
We,
still have Lewandowski, so I think I might have to go. Lewandowski scores in his last El Clasico, and he gets us the
oof,
title.
that would
So
be beautiful, bro.
yeah,
That would be beautiful. Hopefully that does happen. But yeah, I'm looking at from the defensive side. I'm definitely looking at Kovarci to have a big game. You know, he definitely has shown as a recent that he just has a lot of quality. Yes, he can have those mistakes in him for sure. He's still a young guy. I'm not going to judge him too hard on that, but we know how good of a center back he is for sure, especially for us. From one player from the outfield, like going forward, midfield going forward, I would look at I'm looking at I'm looking at Gavi, man. I'm expecting him to turn up in this game. I remember last time Gavi started a Clasico, if I'm not mistaken, it was against Madrid when we lost 2-1 and under Xavi at the Montjuic.
hmm.
Remember when Bellingham scored that brace?
Yeah.
Before Bellingham scored that brace, Gavi had a leash on him, bro. He had a leash on it. He would just completely shut him out, took him out the game. And I remember Gavi he had a spectacular game until obviously he got him. Bellingham got away from him once, and we had statue and goal, and where he should have saved that goal. He really should have saved that shot for Bellingham. But I
Yeah.
remember Gavi having an excellent game, and I'm expecting him this game to also turn out for us, and probably just dominate the midfield alongside Pedro Gonzalez and Dani Olmo. I mean, Dani Olmo just turned 28, if I'm not mistaken, and just became his
Oh wow.
birthday. So hopefully he's like, yo, let me get a goal or something, goal and assist for
Yeah,
my birthday and stuff. So, but yeah, I'm looking at my boy Gavi to step up in this game for sure.
that's valid. I like that.
Um, let's see what else we got. So again, look at the table. Boom, we're clear. We're pretty much got the league in the bag. And again, all we need is a draw or a win, and we are officially La Liga champions. Who do you scared of from Real Madrid? Like, does anyone worry you, or are you looking at it as like, all right, we got to be careful with this guy?
Um, Dude, I don't know why, but I feel like if our attackers just rage bait Rudiger, we can get him to get a red card or something, and it'll be easy cooking from that. Because bro, this guy Rudiger, he needs to get his head checked, bro. First, he was fighting against every opposition Real Madrid ever goes against. Now he's fighting against his own teammates, bro. I think he's reaching that point where he's ready to throw fists with the referees, even, bro. And they're even helping Real Madrid half the time. So I don't know what he's gonna be doing with that. So, but in terms of like scared of them performing against us, I think Vinny always shows up when Mbappe is not there. So I'd have to say, I think Vinny and Jude Bellingham, those two usually link up pretty well when Mbappe isn't there, like pretty much crowding them and taking up their space and not going into the box and just doing whatever Mbappe wants to do. So those two I'm looking at as being the most dangerous. Obviously, Valverde is not going to play due to his, he hit his head on the table or whatever, the PR answer he wanted to give. But if Valverde was playing, I'd probably say Valverde, but luckily he's not. So, yeah, just those two, Jude Bellingham and Vinicius, I'd say are probably the biggest threats for us.
Yeah, for sure. Vinny. I'm looking at Vinny to be the main guy. He bleeds Real Madrid. He understands what this game means. Not only does it mean bragging rights, but of course, us winning the league title. Maybe Kylian Mbappe coming in later. Maybe cause some problems, but I'm not too worried about Kylian Mbappe really. And Bellingham, I think Gavi's gonna have a little walk with him in this game. Have a little leash on him for this game. I'm confident Gavi can bring him down. But yeah, man. To end it off, bro. Final scoreline, bro. How do you think this game is going to end, man?
All right. I have like some sort of inclining that both sides are going to get a lot of chances, and I feel like both sides are going to miss a lot of chances. So I actually think that this is going to be a pretty low scoring El Clasico, which is, pretty inconsistent with what we've seen for the last year and a half. We've had the 5-2, 4-0, even the 3-2 has had a lot of goals in it. So I think this is going to be a 2-1 Barca win. And yeah, we win the La Liga right there. Or I could also see it being a 2-2 draw, and we still win.
Yeah, I'll take that too, bro. I'll take a draw or a loss in this game. Really do not matter. But yeah, I agree with you. I'm gonna say a little 2-1 win from Barcelona. I would be a little bit worried if they score first because Arbeloa just shown, man, they're just gonna park the bus, man. I already know how they're gonna come out in this game. They'll come out pressing at times, but for the majority, I think we're gonna control the game. We're gonna dominate the ball, create chances for sure, and they're gonna play like how they played against Bayern, bro. They were just parking the bus, trying to play counterattack football. It was so annoying, but that's how I'm expecting them to go into this game. But I see us getting a like you said, a minimal win, little 2-1 win from Barca. And my goal scorers, I'm gonna say Lewa for his last ever Clasico, and I'm gonna throw a little Fermin in there. But let me just say a little Fermin in there.
Valid.
Yeah, bro. So I mean, yeah, bro. We got an exciting game this Sunday. It's El Clasico. Unfortunately, it's on Mother's Day, bro. That's what sucks.
Yeah.
That's what sucks about it for sure. That's on Mother's Day. I mean, it'll be like what 12 p.m. for you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you'll have some time in the afternoon, but 3 p.m. for me is it's a bit tough.
It's the middle of the day. Yeah.
I'm not gonna tell my mom. Just give me 2 hours. Bro. Give me 2 hours. Let me just chill, watch this game, and then we'll do whatever. We'll go out for dinner or something. But yeah, guys, it's El Clasico this Sunday. It's gonna be a tough game for sure, but I'm expecting Barcelona to come out big, and hopefully, after the game, we see the Barcelona players celebrating in Madrid's faces as we lift the Liga title. And I mean, I wish they could have given us a guard of honor, but they got the dub against Espanyol, so okay, fair enough. So let's just get the job done ourselves, man. And another thing I'm excited, bro, is because I know you are about to cook up with your TikTok and your shorts, brother. I know you're about to cook
Best
up
believe.
if we win those leagues, guys. Again, if you guys don't know, Marcos, bro, just check out. I'm gonna put all these things down in the description below, so you can check him out. He posts some great content, so make sure to tune in for that. And yeah, bro, any final words?
Um, no, I think we covered everything. I actually, oh, I don't know if this is fake or real, but I heard something about Lamine Yamal, um, going back to training or something. I don't know if that's fake or real.
Mhm.
I don't know if you saw anything, but
Yeah, I saw like he was like back in the grass training, like he's like running again and like
okay,
doing some. But I think he's just like by himself. I don't think it's with the
okay,
team. But
okay,
yeah, he's out for the season. He's practically done.
okay,
But
yeah,
at least that's positive news though, because that
yeah,
means
yeah, exactly.
you'll be probably be good 100% for the World Cup hopefully. But yeah,
Yeah,
we'll see in a couple months for sure, guys. But
yeah.
yeah, man, thank you again for joining me, and
Thank you.
hopefully this Sunday, bro, we have a good celebration, guys. But yeah, guys, make sure to like, subscribe, favorite, hit the notification bell for every time we upload. Share to your friends who love football, and I'll see you guys in the next video whenever it is. Much love. Take care. Peace.